Welcome to another episode on my walking robot Mirft2 based on a TXT controller from fischertechnik, running embedded Linux. Lately I've been focusing on the ability to walk, and I had to fix a couple of things to make sure that it can walk. That it walks in the right direction, that it doesn't shake too much, and that all resulted in the discovery that on the community firmware the right hand side of the robot somehow doesn't nicely work. I want to focus on something else now, which is the camera. It has a camera, and with that, when you use Robot Pro, you would be able, if you're using some other operating system than Linux, be able to have a live view of the camera. However, using Linux you can't do that, but you can use the camera anyway. Now lately I haven't used the camera, but I want to do that again, and to do that I have mounted the camera in an angle now, pointed slowly downwards a bit, and with that I want to use imaging. So how would that work? Well, first of all, grab an image, then do some working on it using OpenCV, and OpenCV is open and CV is computer vision, and then have some reaction from the robot to it. Well, the point is that on Linux you don't, well, in this particular case on Linux you don't have a live video image, so that is too bad. But you can still do things by taking an image, copying it to the other computer and then watch it. But let's not go in very big steps, one step at a time. So for now I want to see how it works, and I already, oops, take the lamp away. I already have logged into it. In this case, not so it's connected with Android, but to the community firmware. So let's see if things are going to work, because this is once again on the controller itself. Let's see how this works. I don't expect too much. Right. Nothing at all. Alright. So that is no change from last time. Then I have logged in with the laptop into the controller as well, and let me go into the coder. And what I need to do is enable the call to the camera. So with this I should be able to get everything again. And now I have to use this one because I am now on the community firmware. Although they say I have to use auto. So let's use auto then. But what I also want to do right here, and I noticed that you can't see it very well, is copying it to the tablet. So let's do that and see whatever happens. Run it. I do not see any error messages. Are there any images? Oh, and I noticed that you can't see the bottom of the screen. Now you can. There are no images at all. So that's an oops. I have to change the software. And then it is always nice when all the connectors are seated correctly. So pressing them down. This is not a motor, this is a lamp, but these are motors and this one wasn't seated properly. So let's try again. And I adjusted the code a bit because if you want to call to a function, by all means remove the command hash and then see if it works. So let's do that again. And now I get this. Oops. So I don't know what this is, but it is not completely correct, although now there is an appending from the camera and there is still no image being made. So this is a bit uneasy. Why is this going on? Then I can stop this for now. Alright, change the program a little bit and I will now not using the auto anymore, but its own address. So let's see what that gives. Well, that is clear. And confusing at the same time, because this indicates that somehow I can't use its own address. Should I use then well, with this apparently taking images is not going to work at all. Is there anything else that I can or should do? Let me take a very close look at the hardware. This is still seated. This is no problem as yet. Neither is this. And I think I should boot into the other firmware to check if it is indeed only this one. So that means that I'm going to log off from the tablet and the rest as well. Then close here, which means that I will not be able to yes, I will be able to take images, but not OpenCV if possible, if I would like. Alright. The original firmware starting, hopefully. There I am. Right, so quickly logging in with the tablet and trying to walk. Right now I am on the controller, so this one, and run. Well, need I say more? And I let it go now. Actually, the right side is going much slower than the left side. Why would that be? Let me look here. Yeah, it is completely stopped for some reason. Then it goes again. And in the meantime, losing one of the sensors. So the right side is going very slowly now, if at all. So let me stop it. But it does walk. And that's quite a relief, I can say. And it even walks without my manual assistance. But why doesn't the right side walk? Everything is connected. That I can see. And this side is this motor, which is everything connected. Yes, all connectors are there. Here everything is nicely connected. So it's a mystery why it doesn't walk. And I can't tell. Anyway, do I have images now? No, because I haven't changed the algorithm. So I need to do that for seeing how well that goes. As you can see, I am now at the location of the scope, all wired up, running the community firmware, and because I've relocated, I had to change the IP address for copying the images. And not just I had to do that, but I have to start SSH daemon or daemon, whatever. Now I am supposed to be able to receive images that are copied to the laptop through the camera. And the question is what to do. Receive something. And let's just do anything in particular. Right, I have to run it. I have to run the code. So that is, in this case, this one. And it doesn't. Connection refused. And that is something that I wondered about last time as well. Let me see if this works better. Alright, so this keeps hanging right there. Now if I say this is a TXT image, it receives right now, but it is as you can see it's the wrong date, so I have to remove these images. And then try again. So why is it appending and then doing nothing? And interrupt, because it says append. And here it gets wrong. Here it gets completely wrong. Now what I also can do is an attempt. Alright, and then say, instead of this, to its own address. This is an address that each and every computer has. So, what is this result? Not quite the same. Nothing. Alright, then I quit and I see are there any images here? None. There's nothing at all here. So Then apart from that, let me test on the walking, which it did on the other firmware. So I have to remove this and remove this one for now. This doesn't really matter. Stop camera if it hasn't started. So let me now see the pulse waves. Excuse me. Why is this happening? Because I'm calling a camera action. That is possible. Where do I do that? Here. Right, and here absolutely nothing happens. And this is this one, and now for the other one. The same thing, because it hangs on the camera stuff. No, I have disabled camera action here. Is there any more camera action then? Not really. No other camera action statement. So why does it do it? Strange. It doesn't walk, that is clear. Still. And it doesn't take any images as well. And that is also not good. If it doesn't take images, I can't do any OpenCV, and according to the developers included in the default firmware, in the community firmware, which I'm running now, there's OpenCV. So here's a problem. I'm trying a little bit more, and what it comes down to is this. I also wondered if I do have the camera. Well, with the message grep you can find out if you have a certain device, and yes, I do have the USB 2 camera connected. This makes me wonder if this will work anyway. So I'm going to reboot, but let me first show one more difference. I have changed this line and added the same 65,000, and other than that it's all the same. So I'm going to reboot into the other firmware and see whatever happens, because this is simply not the way it is supposed to work. and I can't use OpenCV, but without me being able to grab images anyway, there's nothing to process. And processing images is the target of OpenCV. And of course this will take a little bit of time. Right, there we are. Waiting for the DHCP server on the controller to make any contact. In the meantime, let me show you about the wiring, because last time I told you that I would connect the wires also to I2 and I3. I haven't done so yet, but I will in the future, near future, and see if this works better. Am I connected? I am connected, or getting connected. Now I am. That's good. Oh, right. I have to remove this line, and now it does work. Yes, I'm in. So using this one, this is its own address, should be okay. Now I have to of course find out, no, which address I'm on, and I'm 101, so I have to change this address. And everything else is still in working order. No, it is not, because here I have to remove the hash, the command hash. Now it should work. So let's run it and see whatever happens. Here I have nothing. So let's go. It will run probably. Hope, yes, it runs. But no images. Let's run again. Yes, I have a walking robot, but do I have images? No. What is going wrong? Here, camera online, everything is online. Then, am I writing anything anyway on the controller? Nothing. I'm using the tab key to auto complete, but there's nothing to auto complete. Once again, yeah, the robot walks. Camera connected. But what I also don't see is get frame and time init append. I don't see those lines, and print camera action end. I don't see those lines. If what happens if I say just Python? See, okay. So what is again in here? Yeah, alright. So let me keep using this one. It walks, but it doesn't grab anything. I do one more thing before I call it the quits for now. And this I will have to change into 101 as well. Remove the comments. And here as well. Here too. And run this one. What will happen? Camera connected. See, and now it says append. And now I have got probably an image. So what is the difference? And on this firmware version I do not have OpenCV. So what is the difference? I'm out of time now, but this will be the start of well, computer vision on this type of robot. And once again, what is the difference? Why does it run on this one and not on the other one? Very big difference. I'm overseeing something, but what? That's for next time. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give thumbs up. Like it. Follow me on Twitter, retweet and like. Follow me on Instagram and like. Please donate to keep the videos coming your way. More information on my website. And this is going to be continued, obviously. Bye bye.